my name's Fiendish and this is my Minecraft 1.7 update overview, and to start off we're going to just talk about pistons, which is what most of the hype is about at the moment, which is the new block that extends and allows you to push and pull blocks depending on the type of piston. And to build, I'll just show you now. 3 wooden planks along the top, 2 cobblestone on each side, redstone in the bottom and an iron ingot in the middle, and we get a piston. And whichever way you're facing is the way it'll place. So if you want to place it facing up, you can face up, etc, etc. And if you want to make a sticky piston, and I'll show you what that does shortly, you use a slime ball on top of it and you get a sticky piston. Now, so as you can see, normal pistons, powered by redstone, just the usual. They can't push chests, or this also applies for dispensers and furnaces, because they have entity IDs within them, like all the stuff that's in there, and that moving around doesn't really work. So you can't do that at the moment, and but you can move something like, if I can just get this placed right, you can do a workbench or any other block, because basically it doesn't actually have entity ID. Just because you can get into it doesn't mean that it's got stuff stored inside it. And as you can see, it doesn't pull it back at the moment. But if we were to use a sticky piston, like this, it now pushes and pulls. So, this has a lot of application, like floodgates and things like that. One short little demonstration, which is pretty bulky, unoptimized, and not that effective, but just a little application or, way of using it, is just this kind of door system, which is just pistons behind these that are pulling it back. With the switch which goes under and is wired to them and things like that. And you could have like a chest or whatever you want in there. And that's basically actually most of it for pistons. There's some wacky designs, some really cool things out there at the moment. So feel free to look them up. I might be posting some videos, but we'll see about that later. The next thing I'm going to talk about are shears, and the way you make those, if we just get our workbench out, is basically, actually we don't need the workbench, but it's just 2 iron ingots diagonally opposite, like that, and we get shears. And as you can see, punching sheep no longer yields wool, but when you use shears, you have to right click. I actually didn't know that was the first time that I tried it, but it was awesome. So you right click the sheep and you get two sheep. I suppose left clicking actually hurts the sheep, because it's just like a normal attack. Right clicking, you get your wool, and as you just saw then, you can collect leaves with it, and there's 2 types, happen to be right next to both. We have this lush type and then the birch one. I think it's birch. And you can, it's much faster. It's the fastest way to break them. As you can see, it cuts through them so fast. Like faster than a diamond shovel against gravel. So very, very, very fast. And as you can see, I've already gone through quite a lot of leaves, and it's still the conditioning, like the tool's health basically, is still quite high. So it's got a fairly long usage for 2 iron ingots. I mean, that's not that much, but you can like just go to town on everything with this thing, which is it's good. So it's not major, but it's still, there, still adding something. Now I'm just going to talk about the small change to fences, where you used to have to do some sort of stacking technique that I'm not going to bother describing, but you can't place them under things still, but you can easily just put them on top of each other like that, which didn't used to be the case, but now you can, and that just actually makes it so much easier to make poles. You can't, because they count, you can't jump on top of them, you can't jump stack them, like you can't go like that. Actually, it appears you can. I was wrong. My apologies. Well, that's really useful. So you can actually stack up these poles and then jump off and die. Most likely. Or not, because I'm that epic. Now let's just finish up on one of my favourite blocks, TNT. Originally when you left click a block of TNT it explodes, but now you can retrieve it. And you can, if you misplace it, you can basically just pick it back up. You can still use redstone to destroy it, like that. Or, interestingly enough, you can use fire, although I think fire was still the same, although, just noticing, there's a few weird things, like if you light the TNT block on fire, it does eventually light, but it seems to take quite a while, like a timed bomb, so that's actually quite useful, and then you can also just light on fire on the side, and it's a bit quicker. But yeah, so that's basically it for this update overview. I've put a reasonable amount of effort into this video, so I would appreciate a thumbs up if you guys liked it. Obviously if you didn't like it, no need to thumbs it up, but if you did think it's a pretty good overview, I would really appreciate the liking or a comment or any suggestions or anything you want to add, all welcome. So yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.